Hey, what's up dudes, and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. We've got another beach landing from the Greys. So in the previous video, which I'm going to link right here in the top right corner, the Greys did try and land in Western Bluetania, but due to the Blues' huge and very strong beach defences along their coastline, something called Operation Blue Shield, they managed to defeat the Greys and push them back to their ships. So the Greys are like, nope, we're not going to be doing that again. Instead, we're going to be attacking the Eastern Bluetania. So this is exactly what they're doing now. They're going to be landing their transport ships. Only infantry in this battle are going to be landing on their beach, as you can see. This map that I made right here is of Eastern Bluetania, and it is very rocky. This coastline is super rocky, and they're not going to be able to get any vehicles up this sort of terrain. So they're just going to be using infantry, as there's a lot of cover as well, so they don't even need to use much artillery or any aircraft either, because the elevation is terrible in Men of War. If an explosion goes off on a higher elevation than the soldier, it has no effect on the troop. I wonder if that happens in real life. I guess it kind of does. It acts as like a foxhole, I guess. So I suppose it's the same in Men of War too. So anyway, the Greys are going to be landing a lot of troops on this beach, as you can see. And the Blues are going to be defending with some very light defences, including these pillboxes, a lot of sandbag positions, and just a handful of infantry. So this is going to be a super hard battle for the Blues, but they could still win it nevertheless. Yes, so the Blues are now engaging the Greys, and do stick around until the end of this video, as it is a double video. We're also going to be seeing the Red Bulls, which are the Red Rebels, which were stuck in... Oh, that just disappeared. Yes, the Red Bulls, they were stuck in Blue territory after the Blues took it away from the Reds in Eastern Bluetania, and they formed bands of mercenaries called the Red Bulls, so they're going to be engaging from the other side of the map. So the mission objective for the Greys is to meet up with the Red Bulls and reinforce them, so they can then take Eastern Bluetania from the back. The Greys have clearly came to a halt now, and oh no, they're moving again. They keep deciding to... Nope, they've gone to a halt again. Okay, they can't decide what they want to do. I think it's these pillboxes up there. They've proper got them pinned down. That one on the left is... Well, no, that one on the left is not even engaging them. So, okay, the Greys must have not decided to add any troops on this part of the beach right here. They must have been like, no, we don't need any troops over there. We're just going to keep them on this side. So we can see that we've got more beach ships, landing craft troop things. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. I have a cold, that's why I've not been uploading the past few days. I've been super under the weather, and not only that, they've been doing a lot of construction work beneath me, and it's been reoccurring all day, so I've not had the time to record. So my routine at the moment and the consistency of my videos is absolutely terrible, but I assure you it will get better over time. And eventually, we will get back to daily uploads. I promise you that, because that's my plans. That's my goal for this channel, to get back to daily uploads. So anyway, the Greys are going to be trying to get up this beachhead, but the Blues are going to be trying their very best to stop them. That's pretty much the genre and the theme of this battle. The objective. I love the distancing on this map as well. This map took me 2 days to make, by the way. It took me absolutely ages to make this map. It's got a very realistic sort of feel to it. There's a very realistic range and distance. Have they took out that pillbox yet? No, that pillbox has proper got this company of men pinned down. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take control of these Greys, and I think we're going to bum rush some guys on the right, and we're going to bum rush some guys from the centre, and we're also going to bum rush some guys on the left, and we're going to try and throw some grenades at this pillbox. There's one grenade. Second grenade. Oh, well, at least they managed to take it out. Hopefully now they'll be able to move up these rocks and try and get to the Red Bulls. That's the main objective of this battle, you see. So then they can take General Blueton from behind and hopefully make Eastern Bluetania capitulate to the Reds. Then I think the war may be over after that. I don't know, maybe let me know in the comments. Should the war end after the Reds take Eastern Bluetania? Personally, I think that is the ultimate goal of the Reds. And the Greys, they want fiefdom. The Greys want to have land in Eastern Bluetania to open up trade routes to the west therefore growing their economy even further, and maybe they'll even gain a portal to the human dimension. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen if the Greys, the Reds, and the Oranges win this war? But let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to win this war? It could go any way, because I could add a twist at any moment to the story. I've got a couple of twists at the moment ready and waiting to go, so they're going to come when you least expect them. So if you're new here, be sure to smash that like button and also drop a bomb on that subscribe button. Join the mighty nation, now closing on 39,000 subscribers. Yes, super excited to get to 40k, that's like my next big goal. But with my lack of uploads lately, I've not been getting the old subaroonies. Yes, they've declined very much. We need to go and see. I reckon the Red Bulls may be here by now. Nope, maybe not. They're not here yet. The Blues have no idea that the Red Bulls are going to be coming from behind. They have set up a fake... Oh, what happened there? That was weird. Oh, there we go. I found them. So the Blues have set up a couple of machine guns on their flanks just in case there is any sort of outflanking maneuver, but they're not expecting it whatsoever. So they've stationed all of their troops facing the direction of where the Greys are coming from. So sit back, also grab yourself a cup of tea as well. And if you want to get yourself a nice Mighty Mapper mug, there is also a link in the description to my merch. I have some Army Men of War merch, exclusively made by myself, well, designed by myself, and made by Teespring. So if you want to check that out, go and get yourself a mug, and you can drink some tea every time you're watching an episode of Army Men of War. I can imagine this one's going to be very slow-paced, this episode, but nevertheless, still very entertaining to watch. I always prefer smaller, well, bigger, should I say, and slower battles, because they're more realistic in my opinion. Just going to see what happens when we charge some Greys up the left flank. It's just made everyone else charge as well, I think, which is good. Oh, this is really good. The Greys are taking a lot more ground than when I tested this battle. Oh, they had no idea that these Blues were here, though. These Blues need to throw some grenades. Come on, guys, what are you doing? He's like, okay, skipper, let's throw a grenade. Cook it, cook it, cook it, throw it. Did I just... Why is he... No, I just told you to throw a grenade. Why are you mutiny? That's not a grenade, that's why. That's an anti-tank grenade. But never mind, it blew him up nevertheless. Just as effective, if not better. Because now we cannot give him an open casket plastic funeral. Okay. They're like, come on lads, we need to move up this beach. I suppose the Greys speak more of a German accent, don't they? So it's come on lads, let us move up this beach. Use these rocks as cover right there. And have a look. We've got more men on the beach waiting for our orders. These guys will not move up until these guys have been taken out, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's those guys right there then. So what we're going to do is we're going to send in a team. So you guys charge that pillbox. So this is very brave of them. But they need to charge this pillbox because the commander will not order his troops to move up this beach until that pillbox has been taken out, as it's just too dangerous for the Greys. Only 2 guys got through, including the officer. That was actually really cool to watch. The sneaking around it. It's pretty epic. Need to get a grenade in there now. No, there's 3 guys on there as well. Throw the grenade. What are you doing? Don't just stare at it. Throw the grenade. No! Officer down, officer down. That was terrible. I don't know why they did that. I did not tell them to do that. They were supposed to get the grenade out. It's okay, we've got more men landing anyway. So we're just going to send in another team this time. Try and take it out. And we'll send a team on the right as well to take out those sandbags. Let's see if the Red Bulls are here yet. Yep, the Red Bulls are now approaching with a lot of troops. So hopefully this should turn the tide for the Greys, and they'll be able to get a little bit of help on their flanks. So maybe the Blues are going to turn some of their attention now from them over to the Red Bulls. The Greys are just pinned down though. Even though there's barely any defences on this beachhead, it's actually really, really well put together because of how many rocks there are. I guess that's why the Blues never decided to use Operation Blue Shield on Eastern Bluetania. That and it would have been way too expensive. They could barely afford it for themselves. Here they come. Mighty GOR. You can see that these guys have a mix of older weapons. They have like just normal rifles. They'll have a lot of weapons from the end of the First Great Plastic War. There'll be a lot of older World War II, World War I sort of weapons. But he's got a PPSH. I always said I wanted to own one of those weapons in real life. But obviously I get a decommissioned one or something, but I live in England, so we can't own a real gun over here, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because I'd love to go out shooting and stuff like that. But unfortunately, unless you're a farmer, you can't do diddly squat over here. So the Blues are holding these Reds down pretty damn good. Hopefully the Greys can actually get up this beachhead. There we go. They're actually charging now. I guess they're just not taking as many risks as the last battle. The last battle probably put the morale a little bit down because of the amount of blue defenses that they had. All that the Greys have to do now is defeat this... Oh, there's no one in that bunker. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to send troops over here now. And we're going to try and engage that. Maybe that's why. Maybe the defenses on that ridge over there are just too strong. I think that was suicide for them. Yep, definite. Still, it was a sacrifice we had to make. We had to test the defenses. So we've got a lot of men on the left. Whoa, a hell of a lot of men on the left. And it's still because of that bunker. Why are they not taking it out? Go on, charge the bunker. I swear I ordered some troops to take this thing out. Let's see if they can actually do it this time. A ton of grenades just coming in the direction of this bunker. Imagine being one of these little blue soldiers. You'd be like, uh-oh. There we are. Hopefully that should do it for the Greys. Now they'll be able to move up the beach. Maybe. Or maybe not. Still not moving. Oh, it's because they're taking shots from this machine gun, that's why. Shot his helmet off. Right, we'll just send some troops over there to take care of him. Now I've got another charge on the central position. A huge charge this time. This is super cool to watch. I love the look of these charges. See how the Red Bulls are doing? The Red Rebels. Gotta admit, the Blues are really holding their own in this battle. I was not expecting them to do such a good job against the Greys. Look at this, the Greys still have a lot of troops, but they just cannot get off of this ridge right here, this rocky ridge. Maybe that's what we could call it. We can call this the Battle of Rocky Ridge. Here we go. Soldiers are finally moving over the top. What are you doing? I'm going to stop them. Suicide, dudes. Absolute suicide. Use grenades. Okay, they seem okay. Big mistake. The Blues could actually win this assault. I guess the Greys are just going to keep charging, then they're going to keep stopping. There's just nothing we can do about it, really. They just can't move off this beach. The Red Bulls appear to be not doing so good. They just can't get over the top of this mound right here. There's no cover. The Blues have clearly brought in some reinforcements on the road using these trucks. Maybe that's where these guys came from in the first place. could be a win for the Blues. Maybe this is why they focus no attention on coastal defences when it comes to Eastern Britannia. Well, I can't say no attention because look at this. That is still pretty. It's still pretty average, isn't it? For an average coastal defences. But again, for the Greys as well, they're not going to be able to get over the top. There's barely any cover. They've only got these tiny little rocks. There's a nice tree line there that they can use. But there is literally 3 soldiers. Let's see how many soldiers that these Blues have actually killed. Because they're in a really, really good position. Any Greys that poke their head over. We've got 6 kills from him. We've got none from him. None from him. So only 6 kills. That's weird. I thought they would have a bit more than that, to be honest. Again, I'm seeing no more activity from the Greys. They're still pinned down on the beachhead. Or on the rock head, should we say. God, I find it really hard to speak. Now this guy is on some kind of drugs. What is he doing? Same with him. I think it's these weapons right here which are stopping the Grey from moving forward. It was supposed to be the responsibility of the Reds. Oh, okay, it's not in range. It had range of the beach, but it didn't have range of this part right here then. Ah, this is really fun. Oh, he's been taken out. A couple of guys here. Let's get you in positions. I really want these Greys to move this battle forward, but they don't seem to be doing it. I'm finding it super hard to get off this beach, which could provide a win for the Blues. Or at least a stalemate. The Red Bulls have just completely and utterly failed at coming from behind. The surprise attack was an utter failure. Look how many dead there are. There's just so many. Now the Blues are just cleaning up. I guess these dike systems right here, these well, what do we call them? I suppose that's what they are, aren't they? They're like irrigation sort of ditches which go around the edges of farms, and they act as giant trenches. I think we're going to end this video here. I don't want this video to be too long, but we're going to come back with a part 2, and we're going to be doing a last charge of the Greys. As we can see, there is hundreds of Grey soldiers still on this beach, and they're going to be trying to get off. Obviously, the Red Bulls are not going to be reinforcing the Greys next time, as the majority of their forces has been taken out. I have no idea how, because I just don't know. Maybe it's the weapons. Maybe the Blues just have better weaponry. They've got, because they have got M16s, they have got the FN FAL as well. So maybe that's why they had the upper hand against the Reds with only their little World War II weapons. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, like I say, be sure to smash that like button and also drop a bomb on that subscribe button. I'm Mighty Mapper123, and I will see you all in the next one.